Om Sri Sai Ram. With the divine grace of Swami, I take the privilege to introduce Srimati Meera, an orator going to speak about Archanam, fifth form of Navavidha Bhakti, and Srimati Subbalakshmi, a singer, going to sing the first pasuram of Tirupavai. I pray Swami to give them health, wealth, peace, and prosperity. Jai Sai Ram.
Sairam all. Today, let's see Archanam in Navavidha Bhakti. Archanam means devotional service. It is the fifth method of worship taught by Sri Rama to Shabari. Archanam means worship of idol or deity, picture or photo, and sacred or holy books. When we do Vishnu Sahasranama or Lalita Sahasranama Parayana, it's also part of Archanam. Doing Satyanarayana Puja at home is also Archanam. Or when we have small idols at home, we can do Abhishekam to the idols with coconut water, milk, honey, sandalwood paste, turmeric, vibhuti, curd, etc. Then we can dress up the idols, apply sandal and vermilion paste, and offer naivedyams such as flour, foods or fruits or food, etc. and do harati. This is also Archanam. Chanting Vedas or mantras or slokas or nama japa is also Archanam. Cleaning the puja room, deities and photos with rose water and applying fresh sandal paste and vermilion, cleaning the puja room and then starting the puja or abhishekam is also part of Archanam. Lighting lamps or lighting candles, burning incense sticks and doing camphor arati is also Archanam. Doing Ashtotram with yellow rice, that is akshata, rice mixed with turmeric or flowers, is also Archanam. We can do all these ritualistic activities either at home or in a temple in a very grand manner. Archanam fills the house with positive divine energy, cleanses our heart and makes the atmosphere peaceful and also our hearts peaceful. But all these should be done with sincerity and utmost devotion and concentration. Then the Archana Phala will be more. In temples, they also wake up the deities with Suprapadam and put him back to sleep at night by singing lullabies. We can do this at home, just like in the temple, by imagining all these things in our heart. Taking God as a child, we can brush his teeth, give him a bath, dress him up and feed him, and at night put him to sleep. These are all forms of Archana. Archana is also an essential form of Bhakti, because when we engage ourselves in Archanam, our mind is engaged in God. We are free from all the other impurities when we are engaged with God. When we are engaged in God worship, at that time our mind becomes peaceful, blissful, and it becomes very calm and serene. In order to accomplish this, we do all these ritualistic activities. The ultimate aim of all these worship patterns is to make our mind calm and peaceful, and to get rid of all the impurities like greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, etc. When we have these impurities, our mind becomes restless and agitated, and we are not at peace. and we are always worried. But by these methods of worship, by Navavidha Bhakti, when we surrender ourselves to God, we become worry-free, carefree, and our mind becomes calm. We have to achieve this state to attain self-realization. Now, let's see the story of Koda Devi or Andal to elaborate about this Archanam. Andal or Koda Devi or Nachiyar or Kodai is the only female Alvar among the 12 Alvar saints of South India. Born in Srivilliputturu to Periyalvar, she wrote Tirupavai and Nachiyar Tirumozhi. From her childhood, she heard stories of Krishna and Vishnu from her father. Hearing these stories and contemplating about them, she became so attached to Krishna that she took him to be her husband. Daily, Periyalvar used to make garlands for Vishnu. Andal, without the knowledge of her father, unintentionally used to wear it, see her image in the well, and imagine how it will look for Vishnu. One day, Periyalvar saw this, got annoyed, scolded Andal, and made a fresh garland for God. But when the garland was put around the neck of Perumal, he made it fall and was not accepting the garland. Then a voice was heard that God will accept the garland worn by Andal first. And the voice asked Periyalvar to bring Andal to Srirangam, where Lord Ranganatha will marry her. She was taken there and she merged with Vishnu. This garland episode is an example of Archanam. It explains to us how Andal or Koda Devi, through the Archanam form of worship, merged in the divine. So, in Navavidha Bhakti, we may follow any form of worship and engage ourselves in glorifying the God Almighty. But today we have taken the topic of Archanam. So, when we are engaged in Archanam, we should see that we are totally immersed in it. We should see that our mind does not get deviated. Just as a fly sits in a laddu and also in dirt, we should not allow our mind to do so. We should see to that we are completely immersed in the worship of God. Then we can reap the benefit of Archanam. Our mind will become so calm and peaceful, and it will get merged with the divine for the time being. And slowly, when we go on doing this, there will come a day when we will completely merge in the divine. Sai Ram all, thank you.
மார்கழி திங்கள் மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாளால் மார்கழி திங்கள் மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாளால் நீராட போதுவீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழையீர் நீராட போதுவீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழையீர் சீர்மல்குமாய் பாடி செல்வச் சிறுமிகள் சீர்மல்குமாய் பாடி செல்வச் சிறுமிகள் கூர்வேல் கொடுந்தொழிலன் நந்தகோபன் குமாரன் கூர்வேல் கொடுந்தொழிலன் நந்தகோபன் குமாரன் ஏராந்த கண்ணி யசோத இளஞ்சிங்கம் ஏராந்த கண்ணி யசோத இளஞ்சிங்கம் கார்மேனி செங்கள் கதிர்மதியம் போல் முகத்தான் கார்மேனி செங்கள் கதிர்மதியம் போல் முகத்தான் நாராயணனே நமக்கே பறை தருவான் நாராயணனே நமக்கே பறை தருவான் பாரோர் புகழ் படிந்தேலோ ரவாவாய் பாரோர் புகழ் படிந்தேலோ ரவாவாய் மார்கழி திங்கள்